New documents obtained by WHO 13 are shedding more light on the alleged assault of a teenager by Roland Story High School wrestler Cade Bloom and another juvenile. We're joined now by Elias Johnson. He's been closely following this case from the very beginning, back to the first school board meeting where it was discussed publicly. So walk us through what we obtained today.
So these are from the clerk of the district court in Story County, and they kind of tell more about where this assault happened and how it happened. I mean, we'll never know why it happened, likely, but we're getting more of an understanding as to how this happened to the victim. And it's tough. It's a tough read. It's not very long, but it does say that on May 9th, that's when the first official interview happened between authorities and the victim, and it happened at Blank Children's Hospital at the Star Center. And so that's where this is the first time that the victim actually shared what had happened, how he was held down, and it actually happened on the victim's older brother's bed in his bedroom. And so that was kind of a shock to a lot of people, that the location of where this happened, and then just the details about how the victim felt powerless, that he just wasn't as strong as the other two that had stripped him down and then assaulted him.
It is a very tough read. You're right. It is maybe 4 or 5 sentences long, the particular document you're talking about. We've talked a lot privately and on television about this case and what it means to be a victim, and victim shaming and blaming. And I know you've talked to the mother of the victim quite a bit.
And one of the things that I think was important today with the reporting, especially with the location, is, and I saw this comment a lot online today, was the other assailant in this must be the victim's brother. That's absolutely not true. The fact that the brother was at this gathering, and that's something else we learned too, is that there were multiple people there. It wasn't just the 3 that are named in the court case. There were multiple people at this gathering sometime at or around the Super Bowl, and at some point it got out of hand with these individuals. And I think that was the most important thing, is that it's not a relative, it is not the brother of the victim that was involved in this. It was another juvenile and Cade Bloom. And like I said, the document itself today, it kind of makes you, for the victims, it makes you relive, and it makes that sting, because it gets into more detail, which isn't necessarily important in this case, but it gives you a better understanding as to, how something like this happened.
Right. Well, and I think it's important to point out too that, we talk about this a lot in cases of rape, where it's a woman being victimized by a man. It doesn't matter where it happened, who was there, if they knew each other, what the victim was wearing. That's all immaterial.
And we also learned when this was first reported, we're learning that it was first reported anonymously in late April, which makes sense as to why on May 9th they started bringing people in to interview them, starting with the victim, and then everybody at that gathering was interviewed by the sheriff's office and asked to give their accounts as to what happened. And obviously there was enough information between a video recording that is also in evidence and statements given by people that were at the gathering that you got to felony assault in this case.
All right, which has been pled to, and now this case is working its way through juvenile court.
And I asked that too. There's still no sentencing date set. They're hoping to have it done sometime January. Looking at schedules right now, but that'll be the first piece, and I think moving on for the victim's family and everybody involved in this case really is to, now that it's been sent to juvenile court, you have to kind of start the process there and make sure you have a judge, and you'll have the victim impact statements and everything. So they're hoping to get that wrapped up, but hasn't pled guilty yet, but that was the understanding and the assumption that Cade Bloom would plead guilty once it got moved to juvenile court. All
right, we know those wheels are turning. All right, Elias, thanks as always for being with us. We'll be right back.